Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. Former WWE manager Dutch Mantell recently shared his thoughts on Cody Rhodes' missing TV tapings. The star last competed at WrestleMania 41, losing the undisputed WWE Championship to John Cena. Cody's year-long reign came to an end at the Show of Shows this year. Despite putting up a great fight, the American Nightmare couldn't stand up to the underhanded tactics employed by Cena to win the title. On a recent episode of Sportskeeda's The Wrestling Time Machine with host Mac Davis, Mantell shared his thoughts on the matchup. He felt there was no way WWE would take the title off Cena this quickly. He predicted John would win the match and continue his reign. However, the veteran manager questioned where Cody Rhodes fit into this entire storyline. He was surprised to see the former champion not involved in ongoing storylines since losing the gold at WrestleMania. John Cena is scheduled to defend the gold at Backlash this Saturday against Randy Orton. It will be interesting to see if Cody Rhodes shows up at the event. Prityash is a WWE news writer for Sportskeeda Wrestling who started watching wrestling in the later part of the Attitude Era. Although he holds a bachelor's degree in engineering, Prityash was a creative writer for his college, and his flair for creativity and love of pro wrestling eventually led him to the journalism field. After an initial stint in 2016 to 2017, he has been writing regularly for Sportskeeda since 2021. As someone who loves and respects the business, he prides himself on factual, clean, and ethical reporting, free of plagiarism and AI usage. One of the ways he ensures this is by transcribing videos that he reports on. Prityash had the privilege of interviewing superstar Matt Hardy in his career so far. Although his favorite wrestler is CM Punk, as he relates to his straight-edge philosophy. When he is not reporting news, he loves reading and collecting WWE action figures. He currently owns over 500 wrestling figures and merchandise. Cody Rhodes' unexpected hiatus from WWE following his emotional loss to John Cena at WrestleMania 41 has sparked widespread speculation about his future with the company. The 39-year-old, known as the American Nightmare, had a remarkable 378-day reign as undisputed WWE champion before Cena clinched his record-setting 17th world title at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Post-match, Rhodes was visibly emotional and declined interviews, with his wife Brandi sharing a poignant image of them walking hand-in-hand away from the ring, indicating his decision to step back. Veteran wrestling personalities have expressed confusion and concern over Rhodes' sudden absence. Dutch Mantell, a seasoned wrestling personality, voiced apprehension about Rhodes' return to WWE, fearing he might quickly fade into the background, stating, "I fear Cody going there, and he'll be a big deal 1 week, 2 weeks, and the third week he is slack. Then the fourth week Rhodes will just be fading into the background." Vince Russo, a former WWE writer, criticized the company's handling of Rhodes' character, describing it as monotonous and lacking direction. He emphasized that WWE failed to capitalize on Rhodes' potential, stating, "They had nothing. So you literally got the champion by just kind of wallowing in a sea of obscurity." Matt Morgan, another wrestling veteran, warned WWE against sidelining Rhodes in favor of returning superstars like The Rock, asserting that such decisions could alienate fans. He remarked, "You're gonna lose so many of us, me included, if you don't have Cody finish the story." Rhodes himself has acknowledged the challenges of integrating veteran perspectives with modern wrestling dynamics. He emphasized the importance of open-mindedness among seasoned wrestlers when working with newer talent, stating, "Have an open mind. A lot of the luminaries, legends, old-timers, the mistake is made of saying, 'This is the only way it's meant to be done.'" As WWE navigates its new era, marked by its partnership with Netflix and a focus on younger demographics, Rhodes' absence leaves a significant void. His departure not only impacts ongoing storylines, but also raises questions about the company's direction and commitment to developing new stars. While fans await official updates on Rhodes' status, his hiatus serves as a pivotal moment for WWE to reassess its creative strategies and talent utilization. The wrestling community remains hopeful that the American Nightmare will return to continue his journey and finish the story he began upon his return to WWE. Cody Rhodes' WWE future in doubt as wrestling veterans react to his sudden absence. Cody Rhodes, once hailed as WWE's leading light and the man to carry the promotion into a bold new era, has suddenly vanished from television following his shocking WrestleMania 41 loss to John Cena. The development has ignited a firestorm of speculation and concern across the wrestling world, with fans, analysts, and wrestling legends questioning WWE's creative direction and Rhodes' own future with the company. The moment that shook fans came at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, where John Cena made an unannounced return and dethroned Rhodes to capture his record-breaking 17th world title. The result stunned the WWE Universe, which had long championed Rhodes as the rightful face of the company, especially after his powerful Finish the Story arc came to fruition at WrestleMania 40 the year prior. What followed was even more jarring. Rhodes, emotional and silent, offered no post-match promo. Instead, he exited with his wife, Brandi Rhodes, in a quiet moment captured on social media that suggested not just heartbreak, but potentially a farewell. Wrestling legends speak out. This abrupt absence has not gone unnoticed. Several respected figures in the wrestling business have spoken candidly about their confusion and frustration. Dutch Mantel, a longtime industry veteran, expressed concern about Rhodes' creative positioning. "I fear Cody going there, and he'll be a big deal 1 week, 2 weeks, and the third week he is slack. Then the fourth week Rhodes will just be fading into the background," Mantel stated during an interview. These remarks reflect a broader sentiment among insiders who feel WWE may be mishandling its top babyface. Vince Russo, a former WWE and WCW writer, offered a harsher take. "They had nothing, so you literally got the champion by just kind of wallowing in a sea of obscurity," Russo remarked, criticizing WWE's lack of compelling direction for Rhodes during his title reign. Even Matt Morgan, a former wrestler turned analyst, weighed in, saying, "You're gonna lose so many of us, me included, if you don't have Cody finish the story." He warned that prioritizing part-time stars like The Rock or John Cena over full-time talent like Rhodes could erode WWE's long-term credibility. Was WWE's booking the problem? While Rhodes remained incredibly popular with fans, his title run was sometimes viewed as lackluster in terms of storytelling. His programs lacked the emotional depth and stakes that defined his original chase for the championship. Critics argue that WWE failed to build strong rivalries or give Rhodes meaningful narrative challenges, instead relying on nostalgia acts and loosely connected challengers. What made matters worse was that his loss to John Cena, although historic, undermined a storyline that was built over 2 years. Fans had rallied behind Rhodes not just as a wrestler, but as a symbol of change, a homegrown leader unafraid to acknowledge his failures and still rise above them. Cody's own reflections. Interestingly, Rhodes himself has previously acknowledged the creative divide between wrestling veterans and modern stars. In an interview, he cautioned older talent against imposing outdated philosophies on today's product. "Have an open mind. A lot of the luminaries, legends, old-timers. The mistake is made of saying, 'This is the only way it's meant to be done,'" he said. This philosophy seemed to echo in his recent absence, perhaps signaling a deeper personal reflection on where he fits into the current WWE machine, particularly with WWE undergoing significant changes, including its new broadcasting deal with Netflix. WWE's changing landscape, the company's recent direction, focusing heavily on cinematic presentation, celebrity appearances, and streaming-focused content, might not align with Rhodes' values as a storytelling purist. With major names like The Rock, Logan Paul, and John Cena occupying top slots, the future for core talents like Rhodes, Seth Rollins, or LA Knight suddenly looks uncertain. Moreover, WWE's creative power shift under Triple H has largely been praised, but it's also led to questions about long-term booking priorities. While Rhodes had Triple H's backing throughout his journey to the title, it remains unclear how much influence the game has over last-minute decisions like Cena's surprise return and win. fans haven't remained quiet. Hashtags like hashtag finished this story and hashtag bring back Cody trended across social media after WrestleMania 41, with thousands demanding answers. Many see this as a betrayal of the very foundation Rhodes helped build, a modern WWE where fans, not legacy, dictate the future. "I just don't get it," one fan wrote on X. "They built him up for 2 years just to feed him to scenes."